YouTube, how y'all doing? We got ourselves the deserved downfall of Bobbi Althoff. Now, I know who she is. She was that one, she's a podcaster. Sorry. Sorry. No, she was a podcaster. She went on a podcast with like Drake. Apparently she like left her family on his first birthday. Her son's first birthday and shit. You know. But I don't know. To me, Bobbi Althoff kind of seems like a industry plant to me. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know. I don't know what else she got into. It's
been a while since we last talked about Bobbi Althoff.
It's been a while.
Bobbi obviously hit it big online with her parody of mommy blogger TikTok content.
Yes, I did.
She's a motherfucking doing this shit, bro. Like, oh my goodness, bro. She really a mother. Damn, your son gonna grow up looking at this shit.
And my daughter Richard. I just always really loved the name Richard, and I wanted a boy, but I had a girl, and I decided to name her Richard anyway.
Naming your daughter Richard is diabolical. Why did you name your daughter Richard?
Nothing.
I mean, she just explained it, but I feel like that's still a dumb reason.
More embarrassing than walking around with one of these. Everyone knows how it got there. You know what you did.
So she was running it up over there, amassing a couple million followers,
okay,
getting millions of plays per video, and making a couple of $100,000 per year.
Yo, why her titties lopsided, bro?
Yo, that shit look great. 250 to 300.
Nah, let me chill.
1,000.
Yeah,
let me chill.
From brand deals
on TikTok.
Wow.
And
nah,
250 is great and all, but it's hard to come up with content with just me every day.
$250,000 a year as an annual income is great and all.
Yeah,
it is great.
It is great.
And this is where she claims that she parlayed that fame into her podcast fame.
Hi guys, welcome to the Really Good Podcast with your host Bobbi Althoff.
And from episode 1, people suspected that she was an industry plant.
Exactly what the fuck I just said, bro. Look at me, man. I read these motherfuckers.
She was immediately in bed with the 69 God, and was shortly after showing off Mark Cuban's disgusting Piggly Wiggly.
That's fucking disgusting. What the fuck? Like, bro, look at his feet, bro.
Ew, you nasty ass bastard!
Like, dude, you are a billionaire. You should have a personal foot washer.
I believe in my podcast, so I'm trying my best. I've had a few guests, some D-list celebrities.
And not only did that spark the industry plant rumors, but also within 1 week of launching her podcast, she had the top talent agency in the entire entertainment industry representing her and her brand, landing celebrity guest after celebrity guest.
Yeah. Very, very, very industry plant worth right there. Very, very, very. Immediately. Now I see why. I mean, do you deserve for your career, career to end if you're like a industry plant? Well, I really think it depends. Like, it's one thing if you an industry plant and you actually have some talent, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's one thing if you're an industry plant and you're just automatically just linking up with fucking Mark Cuban and I don't fucking know. What was Drake?
It was very clear that her
69
growth
God
was organic. This was obviously something people called out immediately online and also to her face.
I know.
You're not an industry plant, right?
I am, but
you do.
Yo, Kiki Palmer on her ass.
Feel kind of planty. We do have the same manager, so is this?
I know, isn't that
planted?
crazy?
Feels a bit planty.
This is definitely planty.
You got here in 5 minutes. It took me 20 years.
Hey, it has.
She signed that fucking contract, nigga.
Been a minute.
What I think industry plant is, it's like somebody that has been like that is tied to someone else in the industry.
Black woman right here, Kiki Palmer. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know she had a
podcast.
Okay.
To capitalize, and they like have zero talent.
I'm not an anythinger. I don't have any talents.
And that's the thing, like I said, bro, it's okay if you're an industry plant and you actually have talent, like you're actually good at, what you do. Maybe you're a good singer, maybe you're actually a good rapper, like, maybe you got lucky and you got, raised to the top, and because you had good talent and it wasn't fake or manufactured, it was, it's real, But you could, you know what I mean? But then you have Bobbi Althoff.
She even admitted
I don't even know how to fucking
say that these comments broke her down mentally.
Based on what the comments are saying, and sometimes it's just constructive criticism. It can be a little mean, but yeah, it doesn't bother me too much.
And I really feel like her and the Hawk Tuah girl were basically on that same wavelength, and just as quickly as each rose, both equally as quickly fell off. I mean, at least for Hawk Tuah, she had this massive scandal that derailed her career.
Yo. I swear on my life, you motherfuckers need to stop falling for these crypto scams, bruh. Stop falling for these crypto scams, bro. These fucking content creators don't give a fuck about you, bro.
You know, the whole
Aiden Ross was scamming niggas with that shit, bro.
Him and your fans with no remorse.
God damn.
Kind of do that to you. But as for Bobbi, I think that people really just got sick of her sarcastic, too cold to be here, one-trick pony bit. And when she would get in a room with someone like Offset, who read her like a book, she would be made foolish, still trying to pull this act off.
You wanted to be on my podcast.
Why you keep saying that cap ass shit, man? I honestly didn't even want to do this shit. I don't fucking do interviews. I'm fucking with you because they're making me. You need a
damn. I forgot about this.
little bit of seasoning. You ain't got no seasoning, man. You like a plain piece of chicken just on the thing. You pull it off and then you suck.
No, just throw that bitch in the oven. No fucking, you know what I mean? You know, a little raw when it comes out the oven. You know, but undercooked.
Fucking seasoning, man.
You can leave now.
This is my hotel. I paid for this motherfucker. You can leave now.
She should have just broke character right there.
Now, beyond this, the main public ridicule that she faced outside the industry plant narrative was that she broke up her family to be in social circles with famous people.
You know,
I flew all the way here.
You did. I really do appreciate
on my daughter's
that.
first birthday.
I wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
Bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
You missed your daughter's first birthday.
To be here.
Dark. Regret that you'll never be able to undo.
Yeah.
Horrible parenting.
Now,
damn, bro. Look, man. Hey, look. Drake's still a legend at the end of the day, even though he lost that beef. Like, fucking, that shit fucked up his career. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That beef was tragic. But I feel like Drake can come back, though. You know what I mean?
Now, when Drake is calling you a bad parent, you know you're doing something wrong. Speaking of Drake, by the way, the dude is so down bad that he's been in Bobbi's comment section on Instagram begging her to unblock his name.
Embarrassing!
Either way, despite being married at the time of these early interviews, she was always asking these guests if they would smash her up.
Your husband watching this, bro. Yo, I'm just saying. She probably went to her husband like, we didn't fuck. That nigga, no wonder why they got a divorce.
Would you date someone that looks like me? Am I your type?
Nah.
I'd do it.
I'd do it. Yo, Drake, honestly, bro, we don't need you, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I mean, imagine being her husband, seeing that shit. The guy did actually file for divorce around a month after the Drake episode dropped, leading to rumors that Drake gave her her initial initiation, if you know what I mean. Obviously, after this, she would gain the reputation that she was being passed around the industry. Ryan Garcia was chasing her around the room like it was his crush on the school playground. He would later confirm them hooking up during a Twitter rant. She was seen being drunkenly carried out of clubs.
Oh, yeah. She was living that life, bro. She sacrificed her whole family and all that shit just to be with the big dogs. That's what the fuck this shit was about, bro. Her husband saw that shit. He's like, bro, bitch, we getting a fucking divorce, nigga. Oh, hell no. W husband for actually divorcing her, because a lot of guys would just stay in the fucking relationship and get cucked out. But she went from, she might have always been a hoe. I feel like she's just a fucking hoe. I think Bobbi is just a fucking hoe, honestly. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. She's a hoe. She was always a hoe, even before she got married.
And even had this really embarrassing moment when she tried to do that thing where girls soft launch the guy they're dating, only to have it backfire after the FBI, that is social media, discovered that it was some NFL player and he completely denied being with her in the first place. This caused her to crash out on TikTok.
Just like hard to imagine finding someone who is
truly good for you. It's hard to imagine there's a world where there's like someone who's actually meant for you. Dating is just hard, you guys.
Dating is hard, even though, my husband divorced me, and then I went out and slept with Drake, and I went out and slept with all these fucking famous black niggas. I got addicted to that BBC, bruh. I'm getting carried out drunk. I had to get carried home by my team. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, what you mean?
Like,
well, now Bobbi has officially announced that she will be ending her podcast, which is surprising to me considering she was still getting decent guests and views in the hundreds of thousands occasionally.
That's cool.
But obviously, when you compare this to her peak where she was getting at least 1 million views per podcast and like these top level...
Oh, damn, she really dropped off.
...guests, it had been looking...
But like, I feel like that's normal though. Like, especially... And I mean normal for like an industry plant, because to be honest, I have no reason to pay attention to Bobbi Althoff. I'm just gonna I can't even say her fucking name right. Althoff. Bobbi Althoff. I don't know. That name just sounds, industry plant. You know what I'm saying? Bobbi Althoff. The fuck kind of name is that? I mean, your name is Bobby. That is a boy's name. Don't wonder why you named your daughter Richard. Cause you hate, like, it's like, what the fuck, bro? But look, bro, I feel like with these industry plants, they always take off super fucking quick, but they always drop off, and and they stay, and actually, she's actually a good situation because she could always blow up again. Like, I'm just being honest. She could always blow up because she's still relevant to some degree. Like, I know who she is. Everybody knows who she is. So I guess, she got her little, I wouldn't say, I don't like it, I would say she kind of plateaued in terms of like the fame. She reached her peak and now she's plateauing. You know what I mean? Not like dropping off, but like she went down and then she's steady. You know what I mean? Like,
pretty rough. I mean, no one
she
really
fell
knew
off.
These people she was now interviewing, and when she was doing solo episodes, there were not many views at all. But either way, she hosted like a funeral for her podcast.
Hi guys, welcome to the Really Good Podcast. All jokes aside, all honesty, this is the last episode. In honor of the last episode, my sister and I are going to sing a song. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? And it goes like...
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree, bro. I'm not going. I feel like she gonna return, bro. I feel like I'm gonna predict this. Bobbi Althoff is gonna fucking return, bro. She gonna return with another season. This season is over. Season 2.
I really have no idea why this podcast fell out of favor. Now, regardless of all of that, even up until last year, someone was funneling money into her career, trying to make her a thing, trying to get her some positive PR with Business Insider and other
that Hollywood
that
shit.
are known to take money to do interviews or think pieces on celebrities.
The Really Good Podcast. She was a great podcast. She got me this house, got me the car I drive. She got me a lot of stuff, and she was really great. I really did appreciate her for the time.
But I hate the fact that I lost my family, and now I regret that. Damn, that's tough, bro. Like, let me speak it. Let me just say it for her. Because I know she has some regret. Like, damn, like, I got all this money. I got all this fame. I got all this shit. Damn, man.
I had with her. And she brought me a lot of memories and a lot of great guests. I will miss doing this podcast, and I will miss...
Imagine she disappeared and then, like...
brought me.
Now, over time, it has been abundantly clear that from the start, this was all about money and fame to Bobbi.
Oh, yeah.
Who straight up admitted that even when she was young, that was her main aspiration in life.
Mentally decided that she made like at least $300 a year on her podcast alone, and I was like, that's what I need to do next. Like, I need a podcast.
How'd you become an influencer?
And I feel like that's why, like, that peak success didn't last so long, is because it was so manufactured. It didn't feel real. She was an industry plant. She saw an opportunity and she took it. And honestly, don't blame her. I mean, she doing good, so you can't get mad at her, bro. She did her fucking thing, bro. She got her little bit of fame. She achieved her dreams. And now she's gonna invest into properties and invest into Jamba Juices and just make money off that shit, bro. Live the rest of your life lavish, living off, buying Jamba Juices and McDonald's. You know what I'm saying?
Or creator.
Just wanting to make money.
It's like she in general represents a microcosm into our society and how social media has warped people's minds.
I hope that I go from D-list to A-list. That's my goal in 10 years.
From D-list to A-list.
Yes.
I feel like over the last 2 to 3 years specifically, I've noticed a change in the way that women in particular present themselves online.
Okay.
And I'll say specifically on Instagram, where there's this sense that they think they are someone famous or a spectacle to be admired, and I find that shit hilarious. And I'm talking about like an everyday regular girl with 500 followers acting like her shit don't stink. I mean, people in general are just so much more narcissistic than ever before due to social media. Or I guess I should say they are desperate for online validation in a way that was viewed as cringy during the early days of social media.
As you guys know, this podcast started off just with a girl with a dream to make more money.
That's it, bro. Like, look. My dream is to be a YouTuber. I mean, the money and the success is cool and all, y'all. But I know it doesn't matter how little or how much money I have in my bank account. I'm always going to feel the same. My true success. I mean, even in terms of financially, generational wealth is a must. But not because I want to be rich. I want to, I want to live a, I don't have to worry about bills and shit. I don't got to worry about bills and shit like that. Or I don't want to have to worry about bills and shit like that. That peace of mind that, like, damn, I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about my family either. And so, that's my reason for success. Having a good lifestyle is cool too. And I you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, the same house, when I buy a $5 million house, it's going to feel the same as me renting out an $1,000 single bedroom apartment. It's gonna feel the fucking same, bro. After a while, there's no difference, bro. Money to me just brings more peace. I think that's just really good, honestly. And making videos, YouTube videos especially, is really fun. I actually really like doing. I've been watching YouTube since I was like 8 years old. But shit,
I knew when I started that it was going to go places. I didn't know I would fall off as quickly as I did. To be honest, I did think this was going to last a bit longer. But nevertheless, it lasted a minute, and I'm proud of the accomplishments I have, and I'm pretty sad that it has to end like this, but it's okay. Thanks.
I mean, hey, shout out to her for being able to acknowledge the fall off
and
the fact that she loves money. She did run about 10
I'm not even, you can't be mad at her.
ads in this podcast, and the entire episode in general just seemed like a money grab, where she
that last fat paycheck before she dip and go buys like a few Taco Bells and Jamba Juices, bruh. You know what I mean? She gonna be making money off that, and then she could live her lavish life with money. And live, you know what I'm saying? She could live her best life.
Says, remember when I did this podcast? Remember when I did that podcast?
And I will never forget the moment he told me that I was like unseasoned chicken.
It was basically like one of those filler episodes where they just show a bunch of flashbacks from the show. You know, the one you always skip. She really just cycles through all the interviews. She plays a clip and moves on, periodically throwing another ad in your face. And I do...
Look, I can't even be mad at it, bro.
I have a sneaking suspicion that this might just be the pre-launch of some of the show that she wants to now do. But this is how she ends her show.
Just any final words for the podcast?
She really fell off.
No, it happened. People said I was falling off, and they were right. So now it's dead.
Well, now that you say that, it's dead. I mean, you fucked yourself right there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you can't really truly fall off in life, unless you really believe that you're falling off. And that's why she fell off, because she believed that she was going to fall off in the first place. She didn't believe she was really worthy of that long-lasting success. So guess what? Her actions ended up, showing that. Her true intentions came out. She was there for the money, for the bag.
You guys got what you wished for. You wanted it to be over. It's over. It's gone. It's not there anymore. And now?
I mean, we didn't want it to be gone. We just didn't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. We just did not care. I'm just gonna be honest. But this is not the end of her. She's gonna come back with something. There's no way.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
I don't know, I just feel like someone who loves being around famous people and rising up the social ranks as she does would not just give it up. It's actually my guess, considering that this episode was posted on the very last day of July, and with these various sponsors riddled into this crock of crap, is that this was only made to meet obligations to them, as when you agree to these deals they usually have allotted time slots of when you will post their ad. And I just cannot see very many people, even if they are a genuine fan of this show, watching the entire thing. And let me just say, the comment section on this video is not exactly what you would expect from a send-off. I mean, it was almost like it was a mixture of good riddance. They were sick.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Damn. 5 minutes of ads in the first 13 minutes. Nobody's gonna miss it. I've counted 8 ads so far, and I'm 25 minutes in. She probably did have a bunch of sponsorships she had to put out before she ended our podcast, bro.
Think of the ads.
She gotta go back to the drawing board and really think about, you know what I mean? I feel like, yeah.
And then just a bunch of...
I remember this girl let their husband offend the pictures.
Comments about how she left her family to pursue this. Either way, it looks like this is the end of the Bobbi era. Honestly, I think that she would have made more money and had more longevity online in the parody blogger space. But I guess it's a good lesson that sometimes it's better to rise up slow than to just jump on a rocket and burn out. Either way though, I want to know what you guys think about this decision by Bobbi down below. Do you think there was some sort of hand in the background telling her, no, you're not going to be the industry plant no more?
I feel like that's part of it, yeah. And I feel like I don't think she was just not ready for the success. I mean, that doesn't mean did she fall? I don't know if she fell off financially. She probably doing good financially. She probably made so much money. Yo, she probably made so much fucking money, y'all, off this fucking podcast, bro. She gonna start investing. She gonna start, like I'm telling y'all, you gonna have to buy them Jamba Juices and start using them, you know what I mean? As, profit for, your own life now. I'm just saying, that's enough to profit a lifestyle this good. I'm just saying, bro, I'm just saying.
It's all the triple toilet paper roll numbers on that Business Insider interview where they said America could not get enough, and they said, they're saying working. I mean, I won't lie to you guys, I feel like in general, the podcast space has lost a lot of steam. It's obviously become insanely oversaturated, and I think the gold rush when it comes to that genre is kind of over.
Yeah.
Y'all let me know your thoughts down below.
I mean, I just feel like, I feel like it's oversaturated, but it's not like the people who are actually big in podcasting, they're good, because they actually like podcast. Like Joe Rogan likes podcasting, bro. Like he actually cares about his podcast. He loves doing episodes. He loves doing this shit, But people are jumping on this podcasting wave because they're looking for that quick buck. And when it comes to this internet shit, bro, and this is just from my experience and what I've learned so far, is like, you gotta take your time with this shit, one day at a time. You gain one view at a time, and eventually you're gonna wake up and your whole life's gonna change, And it's possible for anybody to make it in anything as long as you believe it and you put the work in. And that's just my mindset with this. And I feel bad for the people who do this content shit just for the money, because I actually like making content. I want to do more with this. It's hard to do that. When you see other people just, they're doing better than you and all the views and all that shit. But like, honestly, bro, it's just not your time yet. It's just not my time yet. You just got to take your time one step at a time. Delayed gratification is better than instant. And yeah, bro. I mean, I believe there's nothing wrong with her being like I want to do this wrong. And there's actually nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with her being like, I believe that I was already gonna win. And that's actually a good mindset to have. And I have that same mindset. Now is it just to have money? I mean, I could have all the money in the world. I know if I have all the money in the world and I'm lonely, oh, that's miserable, bro. That's fucking miserable. That would be miserable. But look, I feel like these industry plants, they never work. It's just Hollywood just trying to fit into the new social space on the internet, bro. That's all it is, bro. And I mean, shit. I hope you have a good breakfast, a good dinner, a good night. I hope this reaction made the time go by a little quicker. I love y'all. Peace.